What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Duran, and we're here to talk more Celtics basketball as the Boston Celtics rout the Charlotte Hornets 86-116 in Boston. And this was the fun game. This is the most fun that I've seen the Boston Celtics have all season. You see the guys just fist bumping, everyone slapping hands. You see guys with energy, playing with a pulse on defense. You don't see these stretches of just all bad offense and, brick shots. You see more tempo, you see more energy. And overall, this was just a fun game to watch. It was a fun game to watch when you see your team moving the ball in transition, moving the ball in set offenses, getting everything towards the rim that you want to do. They did everything that they wanted to do today. This is a really good game. This is a fun game to watch. So let's go ahead and jump into this game. 30-point blowout, even though I will preference that Charlotte is missing three huge players in Malik Monk, Gordon Hayward, and Rookie of the Year, LaMelo Ball. That's 40% of their offense. Those guys make up 40% of their offense this season. So they're missing a huge chunk of offense. And after you got past Rozier, there were no scores. They have no offense on this team. And Charlotte's in danger of their season kind of being ruined. They were like a game out from. They were in fourth place right there before this game. They were a game out from being in eighth place. Like, their season is really, really hinging on the line of them playing really well during the stretch until they get their guys back. And I don't know if they can. But let's go ahead and talk about this game. I'll go ahead and talk about what I didn't like. Because this was a great game and had a lot of positives, so there wasn't much that I didn't like. But what I didn't like is probably the slow starts. More slow starts. We had a lot of slow starts this season, but slow start in this one, clunky. But, they kind of got their act together once we got towards the second quarter, and they completely routed Charlotte. I mean, just 33-17. Once that second unit came in with Romeo Langford and those. Let me go ahead and talk about Romeo Langford first of all. Romeo Langford is alive. Romeo Langford, this isn't a hologram, it isn't a drawing, isn't it CGI? This is Romeo Langford. He's finally out there after missing 80% of the season. And I can say it was refreshing. He looks good. Romeo Langford looks really good. The defense is still legit. He knocked down a three. He got a block. That sequence that he did all that, it was great. Romeo Langford looks really good. And when he was out, that was the best bench plus Tatum lineup that I've seen all season. When they had Fournier, Pritchard, Langford, and I think it was Tatum, and then they had fifth name it was Cornet. I think Cornet was out there. That's the best bench plus Tatum lineup. That was the best lineup all season because Cornet is playing really good defense. Fournier is a good defender. Pritchard's a good defender. Langford's a good defender. Tatum's a good defender. That was the best lineup that you've seen so far, and those guys can play. Evan Fournier can score. Evan Fournier's impact on that second unit, you can see it. He's pointing, guys. You get over there, everyone. Come on, hey, run over there, get over there, get everyone get in place. It's this guy's like second week, and he's telling the second unit where they need to be at. I see him out there, conducting traffic. Hey, you get over there. He's already ingratiated himself as the sixth man in that second unit. He has complete control. Today we saw him pick up more responsibility. He was more on ball. I was asking for way more of that. 17 points, 6 assists, a block, 2 steals, and he was a plus 24 today. Evan Fournier was a player of the game, in my opinion, in this game. His impact with that second unit. We finally have a decent bench, in my opinion. I'm not going to jinx it because I'm not going to jinx it, but I think we have a really good bench. I think we have a decent bench. When you mix Romeo Langford in that group now with his defense looks legit. I will say that. His defense looks legit. He had a 3-point shot. I think it was 1 of 4 innings, but if he could hit the perimeter shot consistently when he's wide open and teams are leaving him wide open, this bench could be really good. So let's go ahead and talk about the starters. Marcus Smart, again, I'll go ahead and highlight that. You guys, 8 shots, 12 points, 4 assists. When he is just taking a step back, working on being a defender, working on, passing the ball, getting everyone where they need to be, being a glue guy. When Marcus Smart is a glue guy, all of this works. And Rob Williams looks like a force. Rob Williams is out there looking like a force again against Bismack, who looks like the worst NBA big I've ever seen. Bismack Biyombo, it didn't look like a mess to y'all, but it was a train wreck. It was a mess. He had no intensity. He looked off on defense. Horrendous. Bismack Biyombo was the worst big in the NBA, in my opinion. And Rob Williams was dominant. Low key dominant. Like, it's not going to show up on the stat line, but when you focus on his impact, how he was passing the ball, how he was setting up screens, he was dominant. He was dominant in my opinion. I thought he had a really good game. Jaylen Brown, I think Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum have now developed like this healthy relationship with they. You take over this quarter, I'll take over this quarter. You take over this quarter, I'll take over this quarter. And then at the end, we'll go ahead and close this thing out. I love that. Hey, if it works for you guys and it keeps our two guys consistent, because early on when we saw was, Jaylen Brown might have 28 points and Tatum had 14 points. Tatum might have 30 points, Jaylen Brown might have 16 points. Like, they're flip-flopping, and now they found a healthy balance. We're seeing a more healthy balance for these guys and playing an impact. And then again, this is what I'm saying about Kemba Walker also. 12 points, 2 rebounds, 6 assists, 5 of 12. I think Kemba Walker's gone this offseason. No lie. I mean, he was gone. Straight bricks from the three-point line. I'm not going to say that he was a horrible game, but I'll say he is no longer as important to this team anymore. Like, they need to get off this contract and find another guard that can fill. Honestly, please, Lonzo Ball. They can find another guard that gives this same impact and make it work, because honestly, 12, 2, and 6 is good. Like, I'm okay with that from Kemba Walker because it works. As long as he is playing within the offense and isn't forcing anything, he's good. But I feel like you don't have to pay max dollars for that. You don't have to pay max for that contract. So anything that they can do to get off the Kemba Walker contract in the offseason, I'm all for. I feel like they could find someone that could do just as good of a job in this role, because the guard position isn't as important for this team anymore, outside of what the things that Marcus Smart does as a glue person. And yeah, pretty much you go down after that. I like Pritchard minutes too. Pritchard's playing really good in the second. Him and Evan Fournier have really good chemistry. I've noticed that. And then we got down some of the garbage minutes. Go back to Mo Wagner. That was probably the best looking person out of the garbage minutes and scraps. But overall, this is a great win. 30 points. And now a big test for the Boston Celtics coming up with Philadelphia coming in town. This is going to be a big one. And also, we just need to do this because we haven't put the game. I don't remember the last time we won 3 games in a row. But this will be a good test for us. Hopefully we come and see how this new team looks. We're going to be on TNT on Tuesday. Man, this was just a good game. And I had to go ahead and record this and put this out today because I'm really pumped. That was a good game. As always, guys, have nothing left for the video. Like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.